The chimneys of Battersea Power Station. It can only mean one thing. Yes, we're here for the new shopping centre and not an album cover by Pink Floyd. Right, let's go and have a look. Getting to Battersea Power Station couldn't be easier. Now here, we're at the front entrance, which is the one which is by the River Thames. And you can get here by river bus. That's the Uber Clipper, which will bring you down from the West End and the City of London to Battersea. And also, don't forget, of course, you've got the newly opened Battersea Power Station train service, which is on the Northern Line, which gets you here nice and quick as well. Now this view here is a view over the Thames, and I can tell you that this area is going to be quite extensively used, this tarmac area here at the front, especially coming up before Christmas each year, and they're going to put a massive ice skating rink. So it's going to be another venue you're going to need to visit if you want to go ice skating in London around Christmas. Now, one thing that really hits you as you walk in through the doors is just the amount of space there is. Now here we're between the two main halls, and we're going to go into those a little bit later. But also featured around this object you've got here in the middle is part of the old mechanism which powered London. So they've got these sorts of things on display in various places. So if you fancy having a look at a bit of history and how old Battersea Power Station worked, then you've got that. Now, as you walk around, you're going to find a lot of places like this Under Armour in front, which says opening soon. There are many stores that are. Also, in this main part, as you walk through the door, you've got quite a few different places you can eat as well. Also, as you go through the door, there's lots of maps to guide you around the power station as well. So you can really find your shops really quickly and easily. So Battersea Power Station had two main turbine halls, and we're about to go into Turbine Hall A. That's not easy to say, and we're going to B a little bit later. They're both completely different, as you'll see, and they're also, the atmospherics are completely different as well. But you can also see they've got a lot of the old tiling around. What I like is they've opened it up as a shopping centre. They've sort of put the shops in, but kept a lot of the structure. Now, how about this for a view? This is the whole of Turbine Hall A. Now looking at this, looking at the roof, you wouldn't be mistaken of thinking of the London Transport Museum or anywhere else like that. Or alternatively, are you sort of in a prison? But actually, no, I can tell you, they've left a lot of the original corridors and the sort of the sidings in, and then just put the shops in there. Now I can also tell you, as you can look around, a lot of the shops haven't been opened yet and are about to open. Places like Chanel and some other top brands, and also a lot of the entertainment parts as well are still to open. Now, because the whole building was given Grade 2 listed status, it's great to see that they've kept a lot of the original features. Just to look at those sort of columns with the tiles around them. Also, believe me, with the structure as it looks like, you think, wow, what have I come to? But actually, the more you sort of there, the more it draws on you. Right, lift 109, which you can see on the screen now, is something I'll tell you about a little bit later. So we're in Hall A. Now Hall A was the first bit of Battersea Power Station to be built, and it was built between 1929 and 1935. Part B we'll have a look at, and I'll give you a bit more of the history of that when we get in there very shortly. So when the power station was built, it originally had two of those iconic towers, which you can see right now. But when they built Part B, they put the other on there, and then you've got the four funnels as you have now, or the four chimneys. As you can see, there's plenty of escalators taking you up and down to the various floors, and I also like to cover accessibility in these videos, and there are lots and lots of different lifts available for you to go up and down in. So if you want to get to the floors and you're in a chair or need something like a lift, you've got those. Plus there's also lots of seating area. Right, lift 109. This area here is going to be a new entertainment feature. Now lift 109 stands for 100 metres, which a lift takes you from the bottom up to the top funnel for amazing views over London, which is due to open at some point, but they haven't announced when, but they're hoping it's going to be in autumn 2022. And with that, let's pop into Hall B and go and have a look and see what that has to offer, and it's completely different structure. So in this hall, you've got a restaurant stroke cafe that you really need to go to. This is it. It's called Control Room B. Now, the reason it's called Control Room B is this is where they actually operated the original Battersea power station. I'm going to show you it later because I popped in there for a lemonade and nothing else stronger. So don't worry, we're going to show you around in there in a minute. So here feels much more enclosed, but this is Hall B, and Hall B was actually built and completed in 1955. Now, strangely enough, because it's enclosed, it does feel more like a normal shopping centre part to it. So you've almost got like two halves to it, but you can also see some of the retailers that are in there already. Yes, some very, very nice brands as well. Now, as far as Battersea Power Station is concerned, Part A, which we showed you before, was decommissioned in 1975, and this part was closed 3 years later. So, since 1978, wow, 40 odd years, this hasn't really been used, and now look at it. They really have changed it into a different place. Really hope you're enjoying our video of Battersea Power Station's new shopping centre. And if you are, do us a favour, will you give us a big thumbs up? That'll help us spread this video around YouTube so we can share this with more people so they can love London as well. Now, this is the highest position you can get to in Battersea Power Station at the moment. It's going to go up a lot higher later, but this is up by the cinema and it gives you a fantastic view over the whole hall here. So even if you're not going to the cinema, get up here and then just have a good look around. Now, also by being up here, it gets you level with some of the old parts of the power station, which they put behind open windows. But look at all that foliage they put there. So you've got fern trees in with the original workings of the Battersea Power Station. Don't ask me why they've done it, but just looks nice from up here. It's amazing to think that during the time from when it was used as a power station, supplying so much power to London, to now when it's been redeveloped and into the site that it is, incredibly, it was in ruin, almost to a point where they thought they might actually have to tear the place down. Now, one of the things they're still working on is an entertainment area, and that says that's going to be coming soon, but I think we're talking 2023. The cinema is opening very, very soon, which will have all of the top films in there, so it's going to be another great destination to come to. Now, this is within Control Room B, which is now a really, really nice bar and place that you can get food. And these are the original control dials from Battersea Power Station. This is where London was powered from when the power station was up and going. So you can come in here and have a drink. Not only that, you can also come in here and have a walk around even if you're not having a drink. So just tell the people you just want to come and have a look and take some photos. And this, believe it or not, is their menu, which is really cleverly done as a sort of an experimental manual, ways of actually producing different types of cocktails. Very, very cleverly done. Now here we're back outside the power station. This is down by the river and you can see how they've completely regenerated this area. You've got coffee shops, restaurants, you've also got general stores. My only tip is do not go into the general stores to buy stuff because it is so expensive. But how about that as a reflection of Battersea Power Station on the glass outside? So, what was your favourite part of our visit to Battersea Power Station? And are you going to come down there? Tell us what you think in the comments down below. Now, I'm going to leave you with a video up in the top right hand corner, which is our trip to the O2, which is another self-contained shopping centre, which so many people don't know about. So see you in there.